And sometimes I got some bamboos getting scolded, and yes, you get on track, guys. Definitely, you get on track. I was doing a lot of tat, wat, SRT. Like, I used to put a stopwatch, I used to close my door, say that this is your day, and I used to do it. But there was nobody to evaluate. So he was calculating everything for me. Basically, the mentor which I hope and I got is the same. I know few people who are say I'm 9th time, 10th time repeater, but we console them saying, buddy, don't worry, you will make it next time. But coming to our case, be it first, second, third, we feel like, okay, now what? What I'm going to do next? So this overthinking, which literally killed every single night out of my life, and it made my life thinking like, okay, is it what you want? Is it what you're trying to do? And are you worth being there? So these things played a huge role, and finally understood one thing: you need to work on certain things and hit on the right areas. Now.
Yeah. Hello guys. Today I'm here to introduce you all our recommended candidate, Mr. Rishabh. Hi Rishabh, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, brother. And first of all, I would like to congratulate you on behalf of SSB Ducks Academy for getting recommended to Indian Navy in your fourth attempt, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How does it feel?
So it is one thing which, the only thing which I wanted in life, and yes,
Finally, you.
finally I got it, and I was pretty happy, and yes, it was like dream come true.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
great. And to all our viewers, I'd like first introduce yourself, Rishabh.
So guys, my name is Rishabh, and I'm from Bangalore. I'm an engineer. This was my fourth attempt, and first three attempts I have got conferenced out. I got screened in all three attempts. I mean, the fourth attempt I got in. So I got into Indian Navy, and I gave INET exam last year, February, and I got cleared and I got shortlisted. Yes, and this was my fourth attempt. That's about myself. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I would want to know, Rishabh, that you made it in your fourth attempt, and it's a tricky business, like keeping up that hope alive all the time, because you had seen three unsuccessful attempts earlier. Tell me, how does it feel like after three unsuccessful attempts? Like, how did you manage to come up with all those failures, and finally you made it?
So actually, there is nothing like giving up in this.
Yeah.
So either you learn or you win. That's the only formula you have in this life. Not just about SSB. The only formula I have in life is either you learn or you win.
Yes.
So I got to learn a lot of things, because in my first attempt I got screened in, and being a fresher, I didn't know what was supposed to happen, and I still gave my best and got conferenced out, and yes, I learned few things from the recommended candidates from then. So it was a pretty good thing which I calculated from their point of view, and I learned a lot of things, and I took it as a positive side, and I came back, and yes, there were a few hardships, and my second attempt, again I got screened in. So this time I was pretty overconfident. That led to my downfall there, and again I learned one thing there, that not to be overconfident. And in my third attempt, you must be knowing this about the post-lockdown scenario. My third attempt was after the lockdown scenario, and it was pretty hard for me to cope up, and coming down there, traveling to Allahabad in my third attempt. Yes, still I gave my best, got screened in, and learnt again there. Know how to keep your emotions, and how to be patient enough to do all the tasks and clear SSB. And in fourth attempt, yes, obviously Rajan sir guided me throughout from my first attempt, and he has taught me what are the key areas and how to crack, and what are the things you have to do it and not to do it. So he clearly explained about things which has to be avoided. So that also played a huge role, and yes, I got it in my fourth one.
Yeah, that is really great. And one thing which I could feel in you is that the zealness. Even after three unsuccessful attempts, you made it in your fourth attempt. I could feel that. I just want to know that what actually motivated you to join the armed forces.
So, armed forces, yes, from childhood I've seen my uncle is a serving army officer, and I've learned a lot from him, and I've seen him being the most standout person in the whole family, where I'm not saying that he's the only one, there are few other people in my family who have just taken some guidance, and yes, and I always aspire to be like him. So that's one thing which helped me in going towards and approaching this part. And I spoke to him, interacted with him, and I understood what are the things an officer faces in their life, be it any force, be it Army, Navy, Air Force. Yeah, seeing him, I learned few things, and yes, I joined NCC in my intermediate, and I learned a lot from my NCC ANO, my batchmates, and from my seniors. And I have got few seniors who already got recommended, and they're already serving. And yeah, I got to interact with them. I've spoken to them and I've discussed what are the steps to be taken in future. Yes, I gave NDA also, but didn't work out in my favor. I couldn't clear the written exam, and so this is how I learnt. And yes, this was my motivation. And coming back again, I got one of the brightest and one of the best mentor, Commander Vikram Rajan sir. He always kept motivating me. So it's like carryover from my uncle to NCC, from NCC to my college seniors, and my ANO, then to Rajan sir, and finally, yeah, this is the thing which happened.
Great, Rishabh. I want to know that, how differently you knew after your 3 attempts, you knew what and all your shortcomings and all. What actually, what and all different things you learned, or you overcome how did you overcome your shortcomings and all, and how differently you prepared for this SSB from your previous SSB?
So the whole point is, when I started preparing, basically I had only the complete dedication towards armed forces, to join armed forces, but I had not prepared for it. So there's one small thing: if you are not prepared, you can't clear anything. So I understood that instantly after my first conference, that yes, I was not prepared. So I didn't know how it has to be approached. So yes, my first attempt I went unprepared, and second attempt I got prepared and I was pretty overconfident. And third attempt I had to neutralize everything, but sometimes yet luck doesn't go in our favor. And in fourth attempt, yes, I was constantly guided by Rajan sir, and he clearly told from small things. So let me explain. Rajan sir helped me from pen to PIQ. So he guided me from the pen to use in your SSB, just to have a legible handwriting, because I'm not one of the fondest writers or with good handwriting or something. Yeah, he told me from which direction you have to think. So, and again coming to the PIQ, he told me things which has to be avoided. So the things which has to be avoided is important, as equal as important to the things which has to be done.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned from Rajan sir, and Rajan sir completely guided me in terms of be it psych or be it interview or GTO. And he also told me that be confident in your PP&DT and your stage 1. Follow the things which I are doing, do not overdo. So I just practiced whatever he said, attended the free PP&D sessions on every Monday. It's completely free for everyone. You can attend the PP&D session on every Monday, which is at from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. And yes, that helped me out. And again, coming to the introspection class, which is conducted every week, and sometimes I got some bamboos getting scolded, and yes, you get on track, guys. Definitely, you get on track with that.
So that means, guys, what he's trying to tell is preparation is must, but due to over preparation, you must know to stand on ground. He told one beautiful sentence, that not to have overconfidence. He was so overconfident in his earlier attempts.
See, not just overconfident, I was prepared in a different direction, and which was not required. My effort was constantly towards armed forces, to be a part of armed forces, but it was not in the right direction. So I used to do don'ts more rather than which has to be done.
Yeah. Exactly. And how did this SSB Ducks Academy help you?
So yeah, coming to my preparation with SSB Ducks Academy, Rajan sir constantly helped me and transformed my personality in lockdown. Before that, I thought, yes, it's not my cup of the tea, or it's not going to work out for me. It's not a cup of my tea, and it didn't work out for me. But I understood one thing, that Rajan sir clearly told me that yes, Rishabh, you have to just practice and learn, and that's what helped me. And in lockdown, I transformed myself in being a assertive person. So Rajan sir taught me the concept about GTO, concept and knowledge, things which has to be done in GTO, and that helped me, be it in indoor and outdoor. It helped me, and that's what I've followed.
Yeah, that is great, Rishabh. And just tell our viewers and our followers that right from the beginning, from the stage 1, the PPDT sessions and the psychological test, how did actually you used to do, and how did SSB Ducks help you to do even more, in a much better manner?
Yeah. So in PPNET, yes, I had worked on my narration skills by practicing in front of mirror and again interacting with friends and conducting certain PPNET among ourselves, the army aspirants or defense aspirants who were surrounded by my friend circle. So this is how I practice for PPNET. And yes, Rajan sir taught me how to think, how to have your thought process. So if there is a negative picture, depict what it says, and if it's a positive picture, depict, just carry the story in simple way, do not overdo it.
Yes.
And one more thing which sir told me, one amazing line which sir told me was just to keep it normal. Just keep it normal, and that's what I did in all my 4 attempts while I got screened in. And it was not a difficult part for me, and I was pretty much doing OR in a right phase with the right pace, so it didn't much worry in terms of stage 1. And coming to the psych, yes, I was like typical repeater, so gaining experience in wrong direction. So I was gaining experience where I was doing a lot of tat wat SRT, like I used to put a stopwatch, I used to close my door, say that this is your day and I used to do it, but there was nobody to evaluate. So there was nobody to evaluate, and only source was there was Rajan sir. I used to show to Rajan sir and he used to be like, ekdam bakwas. Is it not? It's not required. All you need to do is work on your personality, that is your routine. So he gave me a proper routine, and that gave me a life. That's it. And in terms of SDT, yes, I have been given lot of pain to sir in terms of SDT or PIQ. So I used to write down SDT and I used to send to Rajan sir as well as to my uncle. So it used to be like both of them are giving immediate feedback, beat midnight. Immediate feedback saying that this line is wrong, remove it. So they've worked on me. It's not just me. Rajan sir has worked on every student like this. So SDT was also not a difficult part. It was just as a blank story to me. So I just went same prepared, beat anything. I'm going to write the same with time bounded thing, no issues. And coming to interview part, so yeah, so he gave me one golden advice in interview. Rishabh, please be crisp and clear. That is called crystal clear. That's what I followed throughout my interview, and yes, correlated to my SSB, past SSB and the present which I got cleared. So the first 3 attempts, yes, it went pretty well. My first attempt, though, it went for 85 minutes. 85 minutes, and I was in GTO shorts, shivering, Kapurthala, and morning, it was early morning before my GTO. So it was pretty hard for me, and yes, it was for 85 minutes. And after that, I came down to GTO and I was totally blank. So I don't know what I gave, what answers I gave, and I was not sure was it right or wrong. Now coming to my second attempt, yes, I was pretty much overconfident as I clearly mentioned. So I was in such a way that okay, let's see what's going to happen. I had not taken it so much seriously. And in my third attempt, I went there. It was very short interview. We will not discuss the time out there. It was very short interview, and shuru to hi khatam ho gaya, and it was pretty much shocking to me. And in my fourth one, yes, Rajan sir told me what has to be learned, what has to be prepared, what has to be understood for interview. So he designed my PIQ in such a way that my whole interview revolves around it. And he, in my mock interview from SSB Ducks, he gave me so much technical questions that I had not even got the same thing in my engineering exams. So I used to not relate it. I never knew what are the importance of those terms. I never understood any, not even a single point of importance of those things I studied in engineering. And coming down into interview, being electronics student, yes, I was shooted with all questions from Rajan sir and other assessors from SSB Ducks. And also my uncle used to be saying that one thing, even if you are saying something which is incorrect, be confident. If you are halfway through, just be confident. And Rajan sir also said the same thing, just be confident, be it whatever it is. So coming through that, and yes, I have worked on it. And in my actual SSB from 12 SSB Bangalore, yeah, it was pretty much same. Technical questions, PIQ. It revolved around my career, my college, my family, my friends, and typical same things. And I was totally happy with the same thing because it was like, just like another interview which I gave apart from SSB Ducks. And coming to GTO, I will classify it into 2 parts. One is indoor and one is outdoor. So outdoor, let me talk about outdoor. I'm really fond of outdoor. So it was pretty much interesting, just following the same thing, being the right zone, to be an assertive person. So I just followed whatever Rajan sir said, didn't overdo anything. And I was doing the same thing in my third and fourth attempt. Yeah, third attempt, yes, I told you guys, it again luck plays a role out there. And I'm not going to blame on luck. Maybe I didn't do it right in my third attempt. And fourth attempt, yes, I just did whatever sir told. I could imagine the structures because I had learned the concept from Rajan sir. It was pretty much clear, Mr. Ravi, and I could just see the structures and I could see the solutions out there. And again, and coming to GR and IO individual obstacle, never a problem. So I repeated 2-3 tasks more in individual obstacles, and I did 12. And coming to command task, I did really well, and it was pretty much easy. It got over in 30 seconds, and I was happy that I made some good friends out there, because 4 people called me out there in command task. And the best part of the day was indoor, where GD topics, early morning GTO shots, November. So you will be understanding the weather part, and yes, it was pretty much good. GD 10 people in a group, we worked out to be fine. First topic, I participated equally, and I understood that there are few people who are speaking continuously. So all I did was just calm the group, and I was with the group, and I gave certain valid points, and it worked out to be good. And coming to the second GD, it was pretty much exciting, because that topic not many people knew, and I had got this concept and the knowledge about the topic, and it helped me to do really well in that. And GP, yes, it was like 9 versus 1. So I had certain different priorities, and those guys had different, and eventually we all came to a same conclusion, and we all gave a right solution. I'm happy that GTO went really well. We all worked as a team, and we could solve all the tasks. And coming to my previous experience, yes, I've gradually improved, and this is what I'm going to suggest everybody. Be in the right zone and be assertive, and know the concept and have a clear cut knowledge. Yeah.
That is really great talking to you, Rishabh. Dear viewers, just think that he mentioned beautifully about the preparation, because what most of the candidates who goes to SSB and comes out as a conference out candidates, as a repeaters, in fact, they finally end up, they tend to overthink a lot. They might not have, realized what really went wrong in their SSB, but still they tend to think, with respect to their psychology and other stuffs and all, where they eventually get in the different direction, in fact the wrong direction. So what he's trying to tell you all is that find a mentor who guides you in a proper and a better direction. Okay. And the second thing which you beautifully mentioned regarding the interview as well, Rishabh, that is how to be confident, and how to stay positive throughout the interview, and also to be crisp and clear, and to answer to the question. Just answer to the question. As far as the GTO is concerned, again, he beautifully told that how SSB Ducks has really helped him to analyze and understand the concept of GTO, and to how to be in the zone, and most importantly being an assertive man in the entire group, like as well as far as the GD and GP is concerned, how to be assertive. Yeah, Rishabh, and just tell our viewers that how did your personality has really had an impact, right?
Yeah.
From the SSB Ducks.
So yeah, being a college student, being an engineering graduate, working, managing SSB studies, as well as clearing exams, yeah, a lot of pressure. And people will be asking, what is your son doing to my parents? And it's like a long way road out there. So it's not just about how you think about it, it's about how you are going to work on it. So after my first conference, I clearly understood that yes, I need to work on it. But the journey when I came back from my conference door to my house, it was pretty heavy. I came with a heavy heart, thinking what I have to do, what are the next measures, and yeah, I'm gonna come out there overthinking. So this overthinking, which literally killed every single night out of my life, and it made my life thinking like, okay, is it what you want? Is it what you're trying to do? And are you worth being there? So these things played a huge role, and finally understood one thing: you need to work on certain things and hit on the right areas. Here where Rajan sir played an important role out there in my life is, he was there saying, okay, don't worry, you've got next SSB. He was tracking down my SSBs not equally as mine. So it was like, Rajan sir used to be like, okay, Rishabh, no issues, you've got TGC out there. And after TGC, he said, no worries, you've got SSC Tech out there. After that, he mentioned, you've got AFCAT, you've got INET, you've got NCC again. So he was calculating everything for me. Basically, the mentor which I hope and I got is the same. And it's like, the best thing which happened to my life is, I could learn and pursue more things seeing him. The way sir carries himself out, and the way he transforms everybody's personality, the routine, the personality development things which I have seen him doing to others, and the leadership skills which he has got. These things I've learned from Rajan sir as well as from my uncle and my NCC seniors. So these people have played an important role out there, and the personal development course which I did from Rajan sir from SSB Ducks Academy, it played a huge impact on my post-lockdown series where I would have given up. I mentioned earlier, giving up is never an option. I would have if I had not taken this coaching. It was a serious note where I had to think, being a three-time repeater, okay, there are few people who have been there before me and they have done more attempts than me. But yes, there's a tricky business when it comes to yourself.
Yes.
When you hear other story, be it if somebody of my friend, I know few people who are say I'm 9-time, 10-time repeater, but we console them saying, buddy, don't worry, you will make it next time. But coming to our case, be it first, second, third, we feel like, okay, now what I'm going to do next. So everybody, when they go on that particular situation, they'll understand. This is where Rajan sir helped me really well, and he said, don't worry Rishabh, it's all going to be fine. And he was actually the right mentor out there for me. There are few people out there again who have all helped me in this whole journey, and I would like to thank them all for this. And definitely this course, personal development course, and SSB Ducks Bonanza, and I was one of the platinum members out there. I could get all the access where I could, sir usually took my interviews, like I've given 3 interviews to sir and 3 psych tests for my 4 SSB, and yes, I've worked on it, and sir clearly knew my progress, so he never complained. He never said, okay Rishabh, you're going down. He saw me being in the progressive way, so my graph was progressing, and it really helped there. And I would like to say one more thing about this academy. It is always there when you need it. I've given a lot of pain to Rajan sir, be it all my SSBs or be it before my SSB. Like I used to call 2 days before my SSB, I used to say, sir, should I go? Or is it next attempt? Should I go? So there's always a pep talk which you need from a mentor. I'm glad and honored to be part of this academy, and I'm really happy that I'm one among the students who have made it under his guidance.
Yes. Even after getting rejected by the SSBs multiple times, it is very hard to keep that hope alive all the times. To that, we all need a igniting factor which keeps on motivating us, which keeps on pushes us to push our limits all the time. So that is what Mr. Rishabh is telling, that he found a best mentor, who has guided him throughout the SSB, throughout his personality, throughout his life, in fact. So great Rishabh, and it was nice, it was a great conversation with you, and all the best for your future endeavors in the Navy.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.